Man, so for those of you who don't know who I am or tuning in, I've been doing this thing where I've been trying to get on here and just basically go live more, even though it's like no audience to ever be on here because I'm a small YouTuber, but it helps me because it basically helps me overcome my fears. So I've been basically getting on here, trying to get on here a few times out the week, besides uploading my videos to my channel, just trying different methods or whatever, so I can basically build up my community. But one of the other reasons why I've been trying to do the lives is because it's starting to be more like an outlet in a journal for me, except I don't have to write. And I like doing it because a lot of times somebody will see it and they'll tell me that, just basically the message was helpful. So it's very rewarding. It makes me feel very purposeful. But y'all, I just got done crying and screaming in my pillow a few times just to release anger, frustration, chaos, sadness, bitterness. I have a lot of emotions that are built up in me that I need to really, like, I guess, sit on and work on because I've been triggered lately. Um, and just been having a shorter fuse, not to the point where it's like on everybody, but like, man, my daughter, y'all, my daughter be triggering the hell out of me. She's 11 years old. It's like she's the sweetest person in the world, but she got another side to her, and I'm a very understanding individual, but there are a lot of ways that I have outgrown, but my baby has not yet. And I have to be very compassionate and patient with going through the process of change and teachable moments, we'll say, just because she learned a lot of the stuff from me, subconsciously and consciously. And it's like it's damage control now. But does anybody else like have to talk to their kids? And I know all of us have this, I'm sure, but like about the same stuff over and over and over and over and over. And after a while, I'm like, damn, is it a cry for help? Try to work on areas of improvement where I'm lacking, trying to make sure I'm giving enough emotional availability, trying to make sure I'm being, supportive enough, active enough, participating enough. Finances I've always had together, but like, I'd be so fucking frustrated. I was a mom. I found out I was pregnant a couple months after I graduated from high school. And, I was a late bloomer when it came to having sex. But when I started, boy, did I have to grow up fast because within the year I was pregnant, year and a half, no, it was a year. Within a year I was pregnant. Shit, because I was 17 when I lost my virginity. And a couple months later, so at a year and a couple months, I had been, you know, being grown. And as soon as I got off that birth control, I was pregnant. Because my insurance, I lost my insurance. But what was I about to say, guys? Anyways, um, I grew up young as a parent, and I really feel like, I was doing the best job that I could do. I was working and trying to provide a lifestyle to my kids as if they had both parents in the picture, because my children's father, their dads are not the most active. I don't want to talk down on him, but yeah, I got that wrong twice. Um, but my father's dad, he ended up um, maturing and, growing into a pretty decent individual. And I think he matured mentally. Um, I think he got a better grasp on it than I ever, well, before I did. So I was very thankful, even though he couldn't come through financially, he was there for my son because I was just not there at all. I mean, I was there, but I didn't know how to control my emotions once upon a time. I didn't know what being emotional available was because it was never done to me by neither one of the parents, neither one of my parents. So I didn't even know like certain things existed or I was lacking certain things or not even getting certain things as a child. I didn't even know it was affecting me subconsciously. But again, when we find out, we show compassion, right? Guys, I be beating myself up so much and I be trying not to. But like this parenting shit is hard, man. It's no manual to it. I have a hard time finding the balance. I you guys, I hustle harder than a man a lot of times. Um, and it ain't nothing that like I'm trying to be boastful about. And to be honest, I had slowed down a lot because I've been taking so much time, like for over the past year, on just getting um, my personal development in order. And it's the most rewarding thing that I've ever done. But at the same time, whew, it's been a painful process. I done cried my lashes off, y'all. Looking at myself like I look crazy, but it's been a painful process, and I don't really have like I don't want to say I don't have no friends, but I don't have no friends. And when I hate that I have to feel like I have to be um choosy on my words because like if my friends quote unquote sees this or whatever, but like as an adult, what really is a friend? Like maybe I need to look that up because I don't need to talk to my friends every day. And yeah, I do have some people that I can call on that will be in my corner. But the thing is, like, I don't call them friends because I don't really feel like they're in my corner. I know that people will have my back on the strength of because of who I am as a person and who I was to them. But like, I don't want to just call anybody and tell them my personal business. I don't really even trust people. It's not like that's always been like that. It's just people show you who they are. People show you sometimes that they don't mess with you the same way that you mess with them. Sometimes you can see, especially when you spend time alone with yourself and you start becoming more self-aware. You start getting more clarity. Your discernment shows you, it reveals what is going on, and it's not always an easy pill to swallow. It's a very hurtful pill. I'm dealing with a lot though. I got my shit, my son's shit, my daughter's shit, everybody else's shit. I used to like, and I used to try to like, this is not like I was doing it consciously either, but I used to want to like give my kids the best of both worlds. I have had a few relationships where, you know, they were pretty serious and they were pretty fucked up. They weren't horrible, but like, there's a lesson in everything, but they definitely weren't the healthiest relationships. And I don't blame that on anybody because, we all play a factor of our actions. But if I was a lot more healed and knew a lot, or had individuals in my life that actually taught me more than me having to figure everything out in a freaking book or work at a job and form a skill set, some things I should have just known, not have to learn everything through trial and error. I feel like my parents didn't teach me much of shit. Just tell me yes or no, wrong, right or wrong. I mean, like, so I felt very lost in this world, because I was basically a kid and I was always very blessed, like fresh out of high school with a great job, making more money than typical adults that I knew were making. I was making more money than my friends that had graduated out of college. And then, stuff has been up and down, up and down. But within that, I had gained an entrepreneurial mindset. So I was able to like do other things, on top of me just working and stuff. But like, y'all, life be lifing. When you be trying to elevate, you don't be having control over how stuff is going to happen sometimes. You be seeing you want to make more money, you want time and financial freedom. But sometimes you don't know that's going to consist of God pushing you out your job because you ain't taking the signs when He telling you it's time to go. You ain't going to realize that, He be like, hey, if you ain't going to pay attention and listen to the things that I'm trying to show you, I'm going to push you out the door because you asking for this. And sometimes we think things are going to come the way that we think they're going to come, but that's not the case. Sometimes those things come when we least expect it, and they definitely come in a different way than anticipated, and it can make you uncomfortable. But the beauty is like when you're uncomfortable, there's growth coming. It's like I'm getting to the point where like when shit hits the fan, that means that things are going to get better. Things are right around the corner from getting better. You just have to stay optimistic about it. You have to, stay in a positive mindset and remember it. That's when your faith comes in. It sucks because it be feeling like, God, is you forgetting about me? But in reality, like, it's the truth. It's the truth. It's just hard to remember sometimes. Like with me, I'm always that friend that can remember to tell other people that shit. But like, don't nobody remember to pour into me. I got a couple people I could call, but like, you got to use those people when you really need those people because you don't ever want to drain those individuals either. Um, a conversation, something as simple as that is an energy exchange. So like, if I'm pouring positivity into you, I want positivity to be poured back into me. Because if I'm just giving, 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 and I'm taking on all your chaos, you're gonna be feeling better, and I'm gonna be feeling like blah. And it's just not a healthy situation for anybody. But I just wanted to tap in, just ramble, talk, get the shit off my chest because I was screaming in that pillow so nobody could hear me because I needed to get the shit out because I was frustrated. Cried my little tears for about a couple minutes, if that. I just wanted to get whatever the freak I was feeling, I wanted to get it out because ultimately it makes you feel better. When you sit in those emotions and you get it out, I don't know, y'all. It's like I'm releasing the poisonous toxins out my body. But I feel better. I feel better because I released them, I sat in them, and then I am able to not ignore them and stay in them. I am able to now, um, after I get off of here, I'm going to probably journal and make smoke, meditate, and really just like come up with a solution because clearly there's some type of disconnect. Clearly there's something that I'm not doing right. Because I'm the one being bothered by it. You know what I mean? Or not necessarily I'm doing right, something bad or right, but like my daughter, for instance. My daughter ain't technically doing nothing but what she been doing. The shit has always been getting on my motherfucking nerves, but she gets it honest. So it's like, okay, Nadine, how are you going to handle this? You have to try different ways that you have not done before. And it sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks that I have to feel like I'm the villain. It sucks that I have to feel like I have to constantly yell because having regular conversations in this tone, just doesn't seem to register with you right now. It sucks that I have to take a phone that I am paying a bill on constantly because, when I do that, you seem to have your act together. So it sucks for me too. You know what I mean? But some of this stuff be necessary. And it'd be necessary to release this shit too. I don't always just want to tell nobody. I'd rather tell complete strangers who do not know me. I don't care if you judge me, my business, than I want to tell to somebody that might intentionally try to hurt me. And yeah, it's trolls and all this extra shit on here, but like, I don't care about that. What I care about is needing somebody that I hold dearly to my heart at the time that I need them, and then they're not being available. For something as simple as just like, I need you to pour some life into me. I've been let down one too many times, or information has been, expressed, or just the weird stuff that has happened where it kind of has made me feel like, everything just don't need to be discussed with certain peoples. But I feel like when I get on here, I have a certain audience that will get me. You know what I mean? So, and I feel comfortable. This is supposed to be a community, a safe space, right? So I feel comfortable just being as transparent, because I feel like people don't talk about real shit enough. I feel like we act like we got these perfect lives, and we don't act like shit is existing. Me, on the other hand, like, I'm way better than I used to be. Like, I don't have bad days, but I do have shitty moments sometimes. They don't happen often because I pretty much can control, you know, um, my actions. So I can alleviate a lot of things that might typically annoy the next. What one might get upset with doesn't typically make me mad, but I do still get triggered. I'm still a human being. I just have learned how to not master, but I'm pretty good at emotional intelligence. And, it does work in my advantage compared to how it used to when I didn't know it at all. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm overwhelmed. It's been a long day. It's been a long day, and I just needed to get certain things off my chest. I don't even know if this video gonna make any bit of sense. Y'all probably gonna be looking like sis all over the place. It's just a venting session, because sometimes, like, when stuff be happening, I be so overwhelmed with just so many different series of events, so many different stressors that I'm not trying to stress over, because you really only can control what you can control. And that's easier said than done, especially when you feel like your world is coming to shit sometimes. But it's the truth. It's the truth. It ain't no part of stressing over stuff that really is out of your control. It ain't no point in putting that energy towards that, because whatever you focus on, it's going to take that much longer to get, depending on what it is. You know what I mean? If you don't believe that you can get it, like, your mind has to be in the right state for you to be able to get certain things. Otherwise, you might cause yourself to self destruct. I'm like, let me get on here. Let me vent. Let me get this off my chest. Let me release this energy. Let me not, hold on to this and leave this room, and then maybe possibly take my frustrations because I done got mad because I don't know, I might I'll go out there and she still ain't doing what she's supposed to do. I don't know. Like, God forbid, please don't let that happen. I don't even want to think negatively, but y'all get the example. Um, but I didn't want to take additional frustrations out. I said everything that I had to say. Me and her hopefully have an understanding. I really want to go hug my baby doll, but I said what I said. Shit has to stop. I'm not about to be, hugging you and loving on you right at this moment after I just fucking yelled at you. I meant what the hell I said. And maybe some people don't agree with that. She'll get a hug. She just ain't getting one right now, because I want her to take what the hell I got to say serious. But she'll get one before she go to sleep. I'm just tired. You ain't slow. You don't got ADD. You that ain't it. I done did all those necessary steps. I don't know what it is. I think it's a cry for help. Maybe I'm still missing the message. I don't know, but y'all, my ass is tired. I work, I clean, I cook. I'm by myself. I got these high ass bills. I'm trying to figure life out. My life has did a completely 360 the past freaking few months of just change. Y'all know how that is. When you have major life changes, it's not always easy to adjust and adapt, but I mean, it happens. But I don't want to hold up too much of y'all time. I'm about to get off. I'm tired. I've been on here for 20 minutes. So, you guys have a good night, and I will talk to y'all later.